Tensions are once again rising in the NASCAR garage after veteran driver Denny Hamlin delivered a series of sharp remarks regarding the aggressive behavior of one of his rivals, reigniting debate about hard racing and driver respect in the Cup Series. Hamlin's latest comments emerged amid ongoing disputes involving veteran competitors and have quickly become a major talking point among teams, drivers, and fans. The controversy traces back to recent on-track incidents that prompted Hamlin to publicly question the actions and decision-making of fellow competitors. His criticism was particularly notable because it came during a season in which emotions have frequently boiled over both on and off the track, adding another chapter to NASCAR's long history of rivalries. One of the most discussed flashpoints has involved Kyle Busch, who responded to Hamlin's earlier critiques by suggesting there were ways he could make Hamlin's life difficult on the racetrack. The exchange intensified attention on their relationship and fueled speculation that future races could feature even more aggressive competition between the two accomplished drivers. Observers say the dispute reflects a broader divide within NASCAR over where the line should be drawn between hard racing and unnecessary aggression. While some drivers view aggressive tactics as an essential part of winning, others argue that repeated incidents can damage trust among competitors and increase the risk of costly accidents. Hamlin is no stranger to speaking his mind. Throughout his career, he has been involved in several high-profile feuds and has often publicly criticized driving standards when he believes rivals have crossed the line. His willingness to voice those concerns has frequently generated headlines and, at times, controversy within the sport. The latest comments have also resonated because Hamlin remains one of NASCAR's most influential figures, both as a driver and as a team owner with 23XA Racing. His opinions carry significant weight in the garage, meaning any criticism directed at a rival is closely scrutinized by competitors, officials, and fans alike. As the NASCAR season continues, attention will now shift from the microphones back to the racetrack. Whether the heated exchange leads to further confrontations or motivates cleaner competition remains to be seen. But Hamlin's fiery comments have already ensured that his rivalry with fellow contenders will remain one of the sport's most closely watched storylines. Kyle Larson has once again become one of the most talked about figures in NASCAR after his recent performances and public comments drew attention from several of the sport's biggest names. Despite enduring a lengthy winless streak in the NASCAR Cup Series, Larson has remained confident, insisting that the drought only highlights how competitive the championship has become. His calm response to mounting scrutiny has sparked discussion throughout the racing community. The Hendrick Motorsports driver has struggled to convert speed into victories in recent months. Larson admitted that the number 5 team is not where we want to be after a series of disappointing finishes, including crashes and results outside the top 20. Nevertheless, he emphasized that the organization continues to work relentlessly to regain its dominant form. Larson's resilience has earned praise from NASCAR Hall of Famer and 7-time Cup Series champion Jimmie Johnson. While speaking in the aftermath of the racing community's emotional response to the passing of Kyle Busch, Johnson highlighted the level of talent Larson represents in modern NASCAR and acknowledged the respect many drivers have for his ability behind the wheel. The discussion surrounding Larson intensified after he publicly reflected on the influence Kyle Busch had on his career. Larson described Busch as the bar we all measured ourselves against, crediting the 2-time Cup champion for helping shape his development as a racer through years of intense competition. The tribute resonated with fans and former drivers alike, many of whom remembered the famous Kyle and Kyle battles that became part of NASCAR folklore. Former competitors and longtime observers also pointed to Larson's willingness to honor Busch's legacy through charitable efforts. Recent reports revealed that Larson donated prize money from a high-limit racing event to the Kyle and Samantha Busch Bundle of Joy Fund, a gesture that generated widespread praise across social media and the broader motorsports community. At the same time, Larson continues to attract attention away from the racetrack. He was recently selected as the cover athlete for the upcoming NASCAR 26 video game, appearing in promotional material performing a burnout aboard the USS Midway. The honor further reinforced his status as one of the most recognizable stars in American motorsports, despite the absence of recent Cup Series victories. As the 2026 season moves forward, Larson remains convinced that success will return. While critics continue to focus on his winless streak, the support and comments from NASCAR legends such as Jimmy Johnson underline the respect he still commands throughout the garage. For many observers, Larson's current challenge is not about talent, but about turning speed and potential back into race-winning results. Kyle Larson has once again become one of the hottest topics in NASCAR, but this time the discussion extends beyond race results. Several respected veterans and legends of stock car racing have recently weighed in on Larson's aggressive driving style, decision-making, and ability to convert dominant performances into victories, as one of the most talented drivers in the garage. Much of the recent debate centers on Larson's tendency to dominate races only to leave without a trophy. Throughout the 2026 season, the Hendrick Motorsports driver has frequently shown race-winning speed, leading laps and controlling events before late race circumstances altered the outcome. NASCAR analysts and former drivers have pointed out that while Larson's raw speed remains unquestioned, execution in critical moments has become a growing talking point. Former NASCAR champion Kevin Harvick has been among the voices discussing the expectations surrounding elite drivers like Larson. Harvick and other commentators have emphasized that dominant cars must consistently produce victories, especially when competing for a championship under NASCAR's revised points format. The scrutiny reflects the high standards Larson faces as a former Cup Series champion and one of the sport's premier talents. Despite the criticism, many legends continue to defend Larson's abilities. Veteran observers often describe him as one of the most naturally gifted racers of his generation, capable of winning on virtually any type of racetrack. His performances in NASCAR, dirt racing, and other disciplines have strengthened his reputation as one of motorsport's most versatile competitors. Even critics acknowledge that few drivers possess Larson's combination of speed, adaptability, and racecraft. The spotlight intensified following several races where Larson appeared poised for victory before settling for runner-up or top 5 finishes. His disappointing loss at Kansas became a prime example, with Larson openly admitting that he needed to perform better after failing to capitalize on late racetrack position. The result sparked renewed debate among analysts regarding whether the number 5 team is maximizing its opportunities. At the same time, supporters argue that Larson's performances remain championship caliber. NASCAR insiders note that his ability to consistently run near the front keeps him among the favorites for the title, even during periods when victories are difficult to secure. Under the 2026 championship format, consistency and stage point accumulation are more valuable than ever. As the season progresses, the conversation surrounding Kyle Larson is unlikely to fade. Every aggressive move, strategic decision, and near-miss victory will continue to be analyzed by NASCAR legends, former champions, and fans alike. Whether viewed as an underachieving favorite or a misunderstood superstar, Larson remains one of the sport's defining figures. Chase Elliott has found himself at the center of renewed debate within the NASCAR community after criticism from several veteran voices and legends of the sport. While Elliott remains one of NASCAR's most popular drivers and a former Cup Series champion, recent discussions have focused on whether he has consistently met the high expectations attached to the Hendrick Motorsports star. The criticism comes despite Elliott enjoying a competitive 2026 campaign that includes race victories and strong championship contention. One of the most notable critiques has come from NASCAR Hall of Fame caliber veterans who have questioned aspects of Elliott's recent performances and consistency. Former champion Kevin Harvick recently pointed to Hendrick Motorsports' overall performance levels and suggested that Elliott and the organization needed to deliver more regularly at the front of the field.